All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm back in the beautiful Wichita Mountains. Oh, if it'll focus, there you go. I found this great spot here, and so we're just gonna do our intro. This is gonna be my last hike here in the Wichitas. Unfortunately, I'm heading out soon, and it's gonna be my last one. So today, I'm hiking the Neros Trail as well as Eagle Mountain slash Boulder Mountain, depending on where you look. You might have a different name, but either way, you can find both these on AllTrails. I'll have links in the description to my route. And yeah, it's gonna be a great hike. Hope you guys enjoy it, and stay tuned. All right, guys. So here's the parking lot. It's a parking lot. Decent amount of parking here. It's a little bit bigger. There is another side lot also, so I haven't had any issues parking at this spot before. There's that cool cabin there, a bunch of picnic tables. There's some like grills and stuff. I think sometimes they do like group functions out here, so you might have to deal with that. But a little bit of snow left on the ground from the storm we got earlier this week, which is pretty cool. So start the trail, and you're gonna come to this split here. So right now we're on the left split, and that's gonna take us to the Neros Trail. And later on we'll go down the right split, and that'll take you up to the top of Eagle slash Boulder Mountain, whatever you want to call it. But so the Neros Trail is super popular with rock climbers, a lot like the Crab Ice Trail that I did a few weeks back. So lots of little side trails that go off to little rock climbing spots and different areas. But the main trail kind of just follows at the base of the canyon. And it's a pretty cool little trail. It's a great place to explore. The start of the trail is fairly easy to follow, and with the exception of some of the side paths that I talked about, but pretty easy to follow. You can see the river is kind of like frozen over right now. River, creek, stream, whatever you want to call it. So after a little while, you go up this short little incline. This is actually coming up here is where I did the intro for the video, right up here, because it's just a really nice spot, and I thought it would look better than an intro film standing next to my car. So decided to give it that a shot today. Some cool cliffs and rock faces. There's that view. So basically you're going to get to this spot here, and from here it's all downhill. So we're not going to go back up after this. This is the highest elevation you're going to see on the Neros Trail. It's really not that high, maybe like 100 feet of elevation. Again, like I said, the path splits off in a lot of areas. To continue on the Neros Trail, you're going to go down the center from the top of that hill. But once you get to the bottom of this section, or as you're going down, it gets a little rough. It's kind of like loose sand, gravel stuff. And so you definitely need to watch your footing. But it's not bad. It's not too bad. And then once you're down to the bottom of this section, this is where the trail kind of disappears. So from here, there are definitely some areas where you can see people travel over, and like there are areas where it'll feel like you're back on a trail again, and then it'll just kind of like disappear. Also saw all those shells, which was kind of cool. But so like this spot I'm walking on now seems like it's pretty well traveled, looks like a trail, but then you just start climbing over these boulders, and suddenly there's no more trail. So For at the bottom here, it's kind of like a make your own adventure. So you're just kind of picking your way through the rocks, climbing over the boulders. This would probably be really fun in the summer when it's warm and you can just kind of like wade through the stream. I think early in the year that might be difficult with high water, but later in the summer you'd probably be fine. But so it's a nice little trail. And you can just kind of keep following the canyon until you get to the edge of the wildlife refuge, or you can just turn back, or you can stop and just explore. And there are some other cool things to see. I'm going to talk about that a little bit in the outro. But even if you just walk down through the canyon, it's still a really cool hike. And not too long. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter. Do whatever you want. Like I said, choose your own adventure. Really cool hike. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for the Neros Trail. I'm hoping the wind stays calm long enough that I can film this, but just bear with me. So I was hoping to end the hike at an old mine, but I couldn't find it. I didn't get the coordinates before I left, and the dot that's labeled on the AllTrails map is not accurate. There was no mine there, so fortunately I didn't find it. I'm sure if I had more time to explore, I could probably find it, but I guess that'll be the goal for you if you're watching this video. Try to find that mine, tell me where it was. But I'm gonna hike back out now, and then we're gonna go up Eagle Mountain, and I'll give you ratings for both of these trails when I'm done. All right, and so now we're going down that other split that you saw. So left side went to the Narrows, right side is gonna go down to the base of the river here. You're gonna just walk across, and that'll bring you up to Eagle Mountain, which you can kind of see there through the glare of the sun. I've really been fighting the sun in my last few videos. There are some areas like this that are pretty steep, like boulder climbs. The Eagle Mountain Trail or the Boulder Mountain Trail is marked, so there are some spray paint markers on some of the rocks. Sometimes they're a little hard to follow, but they're there. It's nice to have for sure. It's probably the most well-marked trail in the Wichitas as far as like actual trail markers. Some of the trails are easier to follow, but there are no markers. It's just you're following the trail. So this one has markers, which is nice. It's a pretty steep climb. Not a whole lot of like switchbacks or anything like that. You can tell this is like someone just wanted to make a trail to go up this mountain. So it's not the best trail. It is a little bit difficult, and you are climbing over a lot of boulders, but it's not too bad. And it's short. I think to get to the top and back is only just over like a mile. So maybe not the best one for like small kids, but for older kids or, this would be a good hike. Cool little spot. They did pick a couple of cool spots this trail goes through. Getting close to the top now. Lots of boulder scrambling. Just got to watch your footing, kind of choose your route carefully. Even though it's marked, there are still like 100 different ways that you could go up this trail. And one of the split offs on the Neros Trail that I showed earlier, I think will actually go up to the top too. I didn't follow it far enough to figure out if it actually went to the top or just to another like small climbing area, but so I think you could actually get here from the Neros Trail. Not that there's that much separation between the two. And now we're getting up to the top. There's some views. And just off to the side here, not there, not there, not there. There we go. That's the actual summit, so I'm going to hike over there now. I actually met another dude up here who's into high pointing. His name is Dustin. He said he was going to subscribe, so Dustin, if you ended up subscribing to the channel, then thanks, and here's your shout out. I don't think I got him on video, but yeah, good hike, guys. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching. That was the Neros Trail and the Eagle Mountain Trail. Both pretty good trails overall. And definitely ones you want to be careful on. A lot of loose rocks, boulders. Whenever you're hopping over rocks like that, there's always a chance of slipping and falling, twisting an ankle, things like that. So definitely be careful, but overall, really good hikes. So for the Neros Trail, overall worth it. We're gonna give it about a 6. Some nice views, nice easy trail, cool stuff to explore. And then for difficulty, we're gonna give it a 5. It's not actually that long or difficult, but just due to the fact that you have to kind of find your own way and navigate, we're gonna give it a 5. And then for Boulder Mountain, which is right in front of me right now, worth it for that one. We're gonna give it a 5. Views are good up there, but not as good as some of the other mountains in the area. And then overall difficulty, we're gonna give it about a 7, just because it's pretty steep and trail can be a little hard to follow at points. So hope you guys like that. Stay tuned. We're gonna head back east soon, and I'll catch you next time. And of course, now the wind is picking up.